What's up, homies? We're out here in front of our recently completed windmill, and I am still kind of in love with this thing. But before we get started, I am just a little bit curious if you guys would be interested in if I began streaming. Now, I haven't quite decided yet on if it would be on Twitch or YouTube, but what I'm kind of thinking is if I do try streaming, then I would keep Minecraft content on YouTube and then use Twitch for like Rocket League, because I do love me some Rocket League. I play it every day and I'm really bad at it, but it's fun. But yeah, I'm undecided on if I should split it up like that or if I should just do everything on Twitch. I really don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that at all, because it kind of sounds like it'd be a fun time. But now that we got that out of the way, we can turn our focus quite literally over to here, and I think we're gonna get going on this new castle over here today. And yeah, I'm planning to make it quite a bit different than the one that's blocked by this building. You can barely see it over there, actually. Different than that one, as I was trying to say. And it's kind of just gonna be, I think we're gonna do like, here, let me get on top of this building so that it's not in the way. I think I want to do it just, you know, completely random, I guess you'd call it, where, you know, let's pick a spot, say right here, where we start building the walls up, and then we go all the way around the shape of this mountain. And it's a very irregular shape, so it would be a very irregular base, but then, you know, we would just work it in, like, you know, make towers everywhere, some platforms here and there, you know, similar to that one, but just very, very different shape and style. And, you know, we're going to be using that block palette, the whole stone thing with mossy this and mossy that. Oh, I can't wait. It's my favorite block palette, and it's not the deep slate, which I hate. I only use the deep slate because it's a dark color, and I mean, it still came out really good. I'm very happy with how it came out, but not having the mossy option for deep slate really irked me the entire time. I mean, you could tell with how many vines and bushes and stuff I have up here just to make it look a little bit more green. But anyways, so we're gonna have this irregular shape, irregular shape. Anyways, one of these days I'll learn how to talk. But yeah, the irregular shape, and then I also want to do, say, like, have an entrance, not an entrance, a staircase that starts, we'll say, over here, and then kind of hugs the mountain and works its way around, you know, have a little bridge going over the water here, and maybe a tunnel going through this piece that juts out. And then over there, if I fly over here just a bit, I don't know where my rockets are, I'm just now noticing, but if we fly over here, you can see there's a giant cave in there. So maybe we could have the staircase, you know, once it goes through the mountain here, come through and just have a nice bridge that goes across over in this area. We'll have the landing over on this flat bit over here, and, you know, maybe some stuff down here as well. And of course, as I said in the last video, oh, I do not want seeds, but this is just essentially going to be another castle over here so that there's a rival for our big mega castle over here. We got this whole deal, and, you know, they obviously just run the area, but you can't just have everybody going all willy-nilly without any conflict. So we have to have a second castle. We're going to do it over here, and maybe we'll simulate a battle, like, you know, some deterioration on this, some blast holes in the walls and whatnot. But now that I've been yapping for, I don't know, an hour or so, I think we should just get going. All right, we got base camp all set up, and we got our shulkers over here and a beacon, and this time we have jump boost 2 to be exact. This is kind of what I look like when there's a fly buzzing around my face. But yeah, so we have jump boost 2, which just allows you to jump 2 blocks rather than 1, like from here, I could jump up to the 2nd level. And since we're going to be working on walls around here along the edges of this and picking up eggs, apparently, I think it'll come in handy and just help us get back up a little quicker. So now I think what I'm going to do is just lay out how the walls are going to be, and then we'll get to building them up. So we've got the outline of all of the walls done all the way around this thing, and I guess I should actually just get into free cam to show you the layout, because I could take a while running around this whole thing. But yeah, this is going to be a little big, you know. It's going to be a pretty substantial size, but I also see some things like this, and I'm thinking maybe I build just a tower here, and then just build a bridge from here leading over to the tower, so that it's kind of like this auxiliary tower, just a defenses tower or something like that. And same thing over here. But yeah, we got options. We got the wall pretty much planned out. So I think what we're going to do now is just build this bad boy up and see what it looks like. So I think these walls are going to be mostly stone brick and mossy stone brick, like I'm pretty sure I said once before, but we are going to try and work in some other stuff like cobble. We'll try and, phase it in just a little bit, and, the whole mossy cobble deal too. So we'll try and fade these things around, make it all work. At least the plan is to make it all work, that would be a good plan. But then also for some spots, like maybe say right here, I want to go through and just make it stone. Like just stone, just like this, just to break it up even a little bit more. Because when you look at it from over here, it almost just looks like that was patched up or something. Like it's smooth, so it looks like they patched it up with, makeshift medieval concrete or something, if that even makes sense. I'm probably just talking gibberish now and not making any sense, but that's okay. All right, the walls are slowly getting there. I think we're gonna go up another maybe 5 blocks all the way around just so that it's more close to this level. I think I want it to be up here rather than digging this down, but let's get out into free cam and see what this thing looks like so far. All right, so it is slowly starting to take shape, and I'm actually very much enjoying what it's looking like with all the walls built up and the slight texturing we got going on. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I may cut it like right here and leave this bit at that level and then just go up a little bit further with this side and then just have it split into like a couple different tiers, and honestly maybe even like a bunch of different tiers for that matter. But yeah, so let's finish up this part of the wall and then decide what we're gonna do with it. All right, here is where we're at with the walls for the time being, and I actually just decided when I get over here that I am going to tear this down just a bit and lower the end bit right here, just since it's pretty far above the ground level. We're going completely funky with this thing, in case you couldn't tell, but for the ground, the floor, I don't know what we would call it, I'm actually kind of leaning towards just doing a natural ground like this, just, grass everywhere with, some wooden walkways around the walls and to get between the towers and all that sort of stuff. I kind of want to keep inside the walls a bit more natural, which means we're going to have to do quite a bit of terraforming, but I'm okay with that. I do love terraforming. Oh boy, we got some enemies outside, but yeah, terraforming's fun, but I think we may do that. So we'll come up with the walls another, I don't know, 2-3 blocks maybe. I don't even know if we'll go up that far, but then there's going to be a walkway around the whole edge. I mean, very, very similar to how that one is. But, that's kind of just a standard castle thing. So maybe instead of doing the walkways exactly like it is up there, we could do them a little bit different and actually go ahead and use some wood rather than stone bricks and stone and all that nonsense. And that might even tie into the lore a little better as well. So, we've got the main castle up there. The king lives there. He's the king of all the land. Everybody bows down to him. And then you got this one down here, and this is kind of just a castle for like the rebels that don't want to bow to the king. They set up their own fortress over here so that they can run things how they want, and it's just that type of deal. They've become rivals to the king, so they obviously don't have all the perks of living in the kingdom, and they have to fend for themselves. So they've got some worn down castle over here built with like remaining materials and that sort of thing. I guess the TLDR on that, which I could have saved some time with, is they are the king and they are rich, and down here are rebels and they are not rich, so their castle isn't quite as nice. But yeah, now that we've lored a little bit, let's go over here and take this down just a beat. So let's see, let's start about here and we'll go down 1, 2, 3 maybe. So once we get this torn down to a certain spot, I think I'm gonna run back and grab my shulkers of grass and dirt and all of that and start messing with the ground. I think we're going to, tear some of this down. I don't really know exactly where yet, but we are going to tear some out, and then we're just going to kind of level it off. Obviously not perfectly level, but, so that it's maybe a couple blocks below the wall where it needs to be. And then once we do that, we can kind of decide where exactly the walkway above the wall is going to go, or not above the wall, on the wall is going to go. Alrighty, so that's torn down just a bit, and now I believe it's time to do some terraforming. So I am actually not gonna go get my grass shulkers. I'm just going to start tearing out grass, you know, until we get it to like the proper height. And it's a thunderstorm, so I wonder if the lightning will hit me. That would be kind of incredible. But yeah, I guess we're just going to... Oh, wow, that was actually a little bit close. We're going to get our shovel going. I guess we should clear out our inventory. And then we will start digging. All right, shovel is ready to go. And I don't think that putting this on haste 2 would make this shovel faster. Would it? I actually have no idea. Let's test it out. I did bring iron ingots so that we can mess around with it. So let's do a little test first. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty quick how it is, right? That is pretty dang quick. I don't know if that's going to be able to get faster using haste. But we may run into some stone, so I guess we'll do it anyways. Let's see. We'll do haste 2, iron, and boom. Now we've got haste 2. So let's see if it is actually any faster. Oh, okay. I was wrong. It is way faster. Holy cow, that sounded like a machine gun. Alrighty, well, now that we know, let's get to work. Alrighty, we've got our terraforming pretty much complete, and it wasn't exactly super terraformy. It was kind of just leveling out the area and, you know, filling it all in with grass and whatnot. But yeah, we've got a nice smooth incline going all the way down to over here, and there's no like steep inclines anywhere. I mean, I guess this could be considered steep, although it's kind of still nothing. But yeah, we got everything done. We adjusted the height of the wall where we needed to so that it is no less than 4 blocks high from the ground, whatever the ground is that it's on. And now I guess we have to just figure out what we're doing next. And one thing that I know we are going to do is we're just going to do like a wooden walkway along here, maybe 2 or 3 blocks wide, and then it'll come out and there will be some, you know, fence posts holding up this side. Maybe logs, actually. Maybe we'll do logs. And then up top, you'll have your walkway, and on the outside, we'll probably do like upside down stairs and then a fence on top of that, you know, and then every so often there will be a tower jutting up so that there will be some sort of defense all the way around and, you know, that sort of thing. So the question is, what do we do now? And I think the first thing we're going to get into is this tower over on this side. We want to bring it up a little bit higher than the wall and, ow. And this is going to be our first defenses tower. So we just kind of have to decide what it's going to look like. And I think that is pretty much how that side's going to be shaped. So if we then come over here, we can, of course, just place some blocks here, which will create the 3 spot, which is on that end. So now if we come down over here, we can just do 1 and then 1, 2, 3, and then another 1 like that. And we've got a tower. I mean, we don't have a tower, but we're going to have a tower. We know what the tower is going to look like, maybe. So let's get cooking on this thing and see what we can come up with. So we got it mocked up just a little bit. This is what the walkway is going to look like eventually. Oh, eventually once I get to finish it. But yeah, so we've got our first tower here. And I guess we'll go back down on the ground so that we can start at the bottom. But yeah, I mean, it's just nice and simple. There's just, you walk in here, there's a spiral staircase to get up to this level where the walkway is. And then you can, you know, obviously walk around up here. And then you go back inside and you walk around one more time and you're at the top of the tower and you can, you know, hold the fort. And I'm actually kind of happy with how this walkway came out. Like, I had no idea how I was going to get this to work, but I just used a few trap doors here and there just to, like, you know, block it off. And I think it worked perfectly. I mean, even down here, it's just kind of a clean look. You don't really notice it all that much, I don't think. So yeah. But then, yeah, out here we have our walkway, which is obviously going to pretty much be around the inside of the entire thing. And then, you know, meeting up with any towers that there are in here. And yeah, it's all just bottom half slabs, and that way we can use the, what are these called? Campfires to look like a little bit of deteriorated wood here and there. And then we've just got the upside down stairs with some fences on top for a railing, and, you know, the railing around the outside as well. And yeah, this is pretty much what it's going to look like all the way around. I actually originally planned to not do the stairs and a railing on this side because I wanted it to look more ratty and like run down, you know, kind of like how some of the enemy camps are in, if you've played Zelda's Breath of the Wild. They're just kind of like run down wooden structures. You know, I was kind of going to go for that, but I decided, you know what? It is only going to be a fortress more than a castle, but let's not make it look too run down. Ooh, I messed up right here actually. So I opted to go for a railing and, you know, make it look a little bit better, I think. And if you are curious about what I said I messed up on right here, so you see how this just kind of steps one and then down? Well, over here, it goes one and then two and then back this way. Whereas here, it's only one block right here. So this one technically needs to come out and go out there. And then there needs to be another block like that. So let's see if we do this and then put the thing there. So there we go. That is how it should have been. And now it's not broken anymore and I'm happy. So now I'm going to put all of the wood stuff away for now. And I really want to try and do a little bit of ground detailing, just kind of around where the entrance to our tower is, and I want to see what it's going to look like once we get a bunch of that done, if I can find the shulker that I'm looking for, which appears to be not out. So we're going to need a bunch of coarse dirt, some packed mud, and... oh, some mud. Yeah, we'll definitely bring some mud. And I also want to do some foliage stuff. So let's get out some bone meal, and we'll get some vines, and we'll get some leaves too. Why not? So I think what we'll do is, of course, we'll start very tight right here, just while the walkway is all obviously leading right in there. And then as we get out here, we'll just get like a little bit wider, you know, spam it around like we always do. And then we'll just start placing some path stuff, which is just kind of going to be sporadic and random, like, you know, kind of this type deal. We'll place some packed mud here and there. Place one over here. We'll throw some real mud in here, make it real nasty. Maybe throw some heavier mud around the edges like that. I kind of do like that, so I think we will rip that for a bit. And then since over here it steps down, we will step down with the step and just place some mud like this as well. There, a little something like that, just nice and nasty, just how we like it. And then I do want to go through and just add a couple paths here and there, like, you know, something like that. Maybe just all these grass ones will turn into path for now. I don't really know where the path is going to go after it leaves under there, so I think we'll leave it like this for now. I don't like that this is checkerboard though, so maybe we'll do that. And we got to throw some coarse dirt over here to, you know, help it a little bit. Maybe we'll throw a couple over here as well. Can I just jump right up to the bed now with the jump boost? Anyways, let's get back over here and let's do some bone meal. So under here, we'll have some bone meal going crazy. And then, yeah, we'll do some over here too. I don't think there's going to be much of anything built over there. So then on the spaces where the grass doesn't grow, we're going to manually place some grass, like on the mud and the coarse dirt where it just refuses to grow with bone meal for whatever reason. Haven't really ever understood that one, but it's all right. We can make do like this. And then let's throw some vines on here. We'll do some there, maybe a couple over here on the corner, but definitely over here where there is some mossy cobblestone. So I think what we'll do is in this corner, put a bush like so. Maybe over here we'll throw a little bit of something underneath that. And then, you know, I don't know, we'll run some down here. Maybe this one's a little bit more dead. You know, just trying to make it look a little bit more lively, I guess could be the word, perhaps. And then, actually, let's throw a thing there. It'll be kind of hidden, but maybe you'll see it if you're behind it. And then, yeah, that is actually, it's looking pretty good for a quick little dirty up, I think. Now there's one more thing that I want to add that I don't have any more of and I need to go craft some more of, and that would be the hanging roots. So we'll come into here and oh my goodness, I do have moss. I thought I didn't have any moss. This is incredible. Anyways, it must be in this one, and we'll get our rooted dirt, and then we need these and bone meal. So if we throw our rooted dirt up here and get our shears out, then we can just, you know, bone meal and break and bone meal and break, and we can have all of the nice hanging roots that we want. And we've run out of bone meal, unfortunately. But we have 49 hanging roots now, so the rooted dirt is coming in handy again. And that's why I have one rooted dirt that I keep in here, just in case I need hanging roots. Ooh, it's actually starting to look kind of cool over here flying towards it. I am enjoying this. So let's see, can we even put hanging roots? Nice, we can put hanging roots on the wood. All right, Perfect. So we're just gonna place these around here and there. Oh, we could even put them on that. And yeah, I think we're gonna leave it right like that. We don't want to go too overboard. And here we are. I believe the entrance to the bottom of our first tower is complete, and it's all detailed, and it is looking pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. So now I think we're going to try and do this little auxiliary tower type deal over here, which means we need to finish the walkway that reaches over there first, so that we can decide where exactly it's going to go. So we'll get all of our wood slab stuff back out, and of course the campfires we have, and what was the last thing? Oh, the trapdoors. And then of course some wood for the posts, and we'll also have to make a bunch more fencing so that we can complete the railings along the sides and stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of work our way over there now, I guess. We might be having to make some more of these things soon. We're down to 5, so... Uh-oh. But anyways, we have gotten over to where I want the little walkway to go to reach the auxiliary tower. So let's get this thing, you know, finished up. We'll do the posts and the barriers, the walkway. I mean, not the walkway. We just did the walkway. Oh, brother. The railings. That's what I was looking for. And then we'll get to going on designing a tower. And now that I'm thinking about it, I may do some sort of tower right here even that connects to the auxiliary tower that's kind of at a 45 that way. And I don't know, maybe not a full-on tower, or at least like a bit of an overhang or something. But yeah, I think there's got to be something over here in this corner. So now we'll just go through and, you know, place some stairs around here until we get over to where our tower or overhang or something type deal is going to go. Oh, and I am going to do like, you know, some staircases that lead up here too, so that there's not like one spot to get up there, because right now I'm jumping up on stuff to get up here, so got to make that one a little easier. But yeah, let's get to placing some fences and see how this thing looks once we get around to where we're going to start building. Alrighty, we got this walkway all sorted out, and actually before we get going on the new tower, or towers perhaps over here, I think we do need to do a staircase first, because it's starting to get a little difficult to get up there. So now the question is, do I make it out here that leads up to there, or do I do it inside under here? No, I'm doing it out here. That was the quickest decision I've ever made in my life. All right, so maybe we'll do it right here in this little indent right about there. So we'll need to take down these stairs and the railings that are attached to them. And then we're just going to throw in some more slabs and, you know, extend it a little bit further. All right, so that'll be the platform for the staircase. And maybe we'll even do one on either side, like one leading down here and one leading down over on this side. So let's see, we'll start it with that. You know what? I think we'll just do this on the backside to make it like super easy, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the butt doing that. So I think we'll do some posts out here like that. And that was apparently my last dark oak. So let's see, then over here it'll be in this corner. And I think we're going to move this one as well, just so that it's a little bit more symmetrical. Oop, that's not the right spot. Symmetrical. And then we could probably move this one too. Let's fix these stairs. We'll throw some slabs up there. Actually, we could probably take these out as well. Ooh, actually, we might be able to just take out all of the fencing. This is just going to be like a landing now. Ooh, I kind of like this. All right, so now we can throw some slabs right in here, and it looks like we will have to move these. Ooh, or we could just go around them and make it funky. Let's actually see how that looks. And that's actually not bad. I'm actually liking that. All right, so let's put a railing in and see how this is going to look. And there's that, and yeah, I like this. And I'm happy that we didn't do another staircase leading down over here. I think that would look a little bit weird, so it's good that there's only going to be one right there, I think. And railings on the stairs? We don't need it. All right, so the walkway is looking actually pretty dang good. So now it's time to get over to this tower. And I just did a little bit of looking, and I came up with an idea that I really hope I can pull off. So you can see that that is pretty far down. I measured it. From here down to there, it's about 30 blocks. So having a tower like that, that's maybe this wide, I don't know, what is that, a 9 or 10 block diameter circle, shooting up 30 blocks at least to meet eye level, which would then probably go up even further. That would look a bit silly, and perhaps even... never mind. But so the idea that I have instead of doing that is, well, we will do some sort of overhang up here. Or not an overhang, but you know, something up here, like maybe there will be a tower, but it'll be open kind of like that one where you can walk through underneath it and then climb a ladder to get up, you know, that sort of thing. And then down here, we will have an entrance. I don't know. Where is it exactly? Somewhere over here. Yeah, it's right there. So we'll have maybe a hole in the wall over here that leads out there. And I want to do like a deteriorated tower. Like maybe it comes up to, I don't know, here-ish, very far below here. And then it's just rubble. And then there's an actual stone walkway that leads out here, you know, and it'll come over to, I don't know, here, and it has an arch that goes down there, you know, that type of thing. But then it's broken off and it's rubble, and then there's rubble all over the ground, you know, that sort of thing. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off, but let's try. So I've decided to try and make it even a little bit more difficult for myself, as if doing this wasn't difficult enough. And we're going to do it at a slight angle. So we're going to be kind of going this way, which is going to be interesting. So I don't know if I want to do the walkway or the tower first. I feel like I'm going to do the walkway just since I'm up here. Oh dear. I feel like I'm going to do the tower first just since I'm down here. So we'll have it like this. Let's see how that looks from over here being out there on the little cliff side. And that's actually a pretty good size, I think. So I think we're going to end up doing quite a bit of mossy actually, since it's going to be a small tower that's in rubble. So we want it to look like it's very in rubble, you know, not used at all. It's just going to be interesting trying to get this thing to look right, I think. All right, so we got a couple layers done. Now let's see how it looks from afar. And it's definitely looking more rubbly than the rest of that. So that's good. That's a good sign. So I suppose we'll just keep going up now until we get to a height that feels like it will work with what I'm going for, I guess. And maybe we'll even sneak in a bit of the tough bricks. And then also with this one, I do want to try and go through and use some, you know, stairs and stuff and walls, but it's so small that it may not look right. But we'll give it a go after we get it all set up, I think. All right, we are getting fairly tall now, I would say. So we'll have to start deciding where we want to cap this thing out and really, you know, mess it up with some cobble. Let's see from afar. Okay, that's actually perfect. So now from here up, I think it's just going to be cobble and ruins and, you know, all that great stuff. And now we have to attempt to make it look like rubble. So we'll see how this is going to end up. So we're kind of just, you know, breaking into it a little bit quick. I think we'll even work our way down just a bit, you know, doing some stairs like down here. Maybe actually we'll even do a wall right here. So we'll just keep doing stuff like this. All right, it is starting to look proper, I believe. Do I have any cobblestone walls? I don't think so. We do have cobblestone walls, so we can get up here, and I want to throw one right up there. And then actually maybe one right here as well. And let's see how it looks from a little bit far away. Ooh, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. I think we need to add some more cobble in this area down here though. Like it looks pretty good from this side actually. And yeah, this is looking a bit better with some added cobble in there. And I think it's starting to look pretty perfect now. So we need to get back up here and begin the small bit of bridge that's going to be leading over there. And I have no idea how we're going to pull this off. We'll just start with, you know, some stone bricks, switch to mossy pretty quick. And then I think we're just going to transition like right away into the mossy cobble and then, you know, the cobble eventually after that. But I think we'll just go out with some cobble for now. And then I think we'll go right about to here. Let's see how far this looks like it's sticking out. Okay, that'll be good because then we can do a decent sized arch that meets up there. So now let's throw some stairs in here and, you know, maybe even some slabs here and there. Like we'll throw one there just to extend it a little bit further, and I think that might actually work well. Let's actually switch out a couple of these for slabs just so that if you are up here, you can see from the top that it's pretty deteriorated. All right, so I think that looks pretty messed up now, doesn't it? Let's see how it looks from over here. Okay, we got a good length on it. So now I think what we want to do next is actually just get down there and start working on the archway that's going to meet up with the bottom of the walkway. So I think what we'll do is just start down here and then just kind of like work our way up and then arch it this way slowly as we transition to cobble. Oh boy, this sounds like it's going to be an adventure. So I guess we'll start working our way up just a bit. So let's go mossy cobble stair like that, and then we'll wrap that right around like this, and then we'll throw a mossy cobble. Did I say say mossy cobble instead of stone brick? Whatever. All right, so anyways, we're gonna go up with some... Oh, we still got jump boost for a moment. Gotta take advantage of that. So before we dive into the stairs on this side, I want to start with some slabs. So we'll do something like this, and then we'll kind of like start working our way back. So then we can even just go right to a full block like this. I think this might work well. And luckily, I don't think we need to get too particular with this because it is a ruined bridge. So it's gonna look, you know, weird no matter what, I think, hopefully. So let's go over here. Throw some cobble in. We'll throw a stair like that and a stair like that. And then let's just break this and go for a little fly. And let's see what we're looking like. All right, so I think you can definitely get the idea, but let's get into free cam so that we can really look at it. And I'm actually liking how this is looking. So I need to fix that. And now I think if you're looking at this from afar, you could definitely tell that that used to be taller and this used to connect to it. So I think we're doing a decent job, actually. Oh boy, that is actually refreshing. I was really worried that this was going to look very, very bad. And it only looks kind of bad. Sorry, I'm a bit of a self-deprecator. But anyways, the sun is up and it's rubbling time. There is something seriously wrong with me, I swear. But yeah, let's get down here and start throwing some cobblestone all over the place. So let's see, there was a bridge here that is now not here. So let's just come over here and make a line real quick, like so. We'll use some cobble and mossy cobble. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of outline where a bridge would be. Maybe we'll throw some intact bricks here and there, you know. So we're just gonna fill in like every single spot that we could think of where the bridge would have been over it. Will it make sense? Who knows? Will it look good? Who knows? And we'll just start scattering some stuff around like this. You know, we got some stairs we can place. We've got some slabs, of course. And now we're kind of just working our way like down this hillside, just placing stuff and placing... What are you doing over here, buddy boy? Making it look like it almost went all the way down the hill. You know, maybe even a supercharged creeper took out the bridge or something. So let's swap some of these out for some mossy cobble stuff. We are even going to do, you know, some slabs and stairs here and there, but I just want a lot of this to be mossy since it's, you know, it's down the side of a hill and probably been here for quite a while. Where's this creeper? I forgot about that guy. And now that I'm out of bushes, let's get over here and take an actual look at this thing and see if we've done a good job or not. All right, full disclosure, I did not expect this thing to go very well, and I am so overly happy with how it came out. I kind of can't believe it. I mean, it looks almost exactly like what I wanted it to look like in my head, so... Somehow I brought that to life. So now we need to get into the rest of what's going on up here. And I think for that, we're going to dive into a little time lapse for the rest of this. So let's go. I am so excited to show this thing off. I mean, it is, yeah, I don't know. Let's just, we'll keep walking up here, you know, get up to where our little windmill is. And once we do, we will be able to see our new fortress, which is just over yonder. And I mean, look at that thing. Now, sure, maybe I'm just a little bit biased because, you know, I'm the one who built it, but I think this came out so good. And hopefully once you get a little bit of a tour of the place, you guys will agree with me. But I mean, out of everything that I did with this, it's no secret that is just, I can't believe it. Like, I am truly so happy with how that ruined bit came out. It is like perfectly how I envisioned. Like, I'm pretty sure I already said, but you're going to have to hear me say it again. But anyways, let's get over here. And you know what? We'll even start from where the walkway ended up, which I didn't go any further than this because I figure we could probably do, you know, an entire episode on a bridge that goes over here and, you know, whatever's going on down there. But yeah, we'll go for a little walk up here. Don't mind my random lantern. I haven't done anything inside the tunnel, but yeah, we come up these stairs and we are suddenly inside the fortress. So I guess we'll just get started. And yeah, this is the entrance. This is where you can get in and out of. That's the only entrance as of now anyways. And this is, well, let me get up here so we can get a little bit of a better look. But I essentially thought, you know, this big area just needs like some big weird centerpiece. So I started building a tower right here, and then I was like, you know what if we go this way and then we'll do the tower? And yeah, so that's how that came out. And then we did a bunch of campfires with hay beneath it so that the smoke goes up super tall, and you know, it's kind of like a homing beacon almost, so when you see that, you know you're getting close. But yeah, so we've got this walkway built all the way around. We've got a couple towers in pretty much every corner, I would say. I mean, we've got this simple one here. This one over here has a couple different levels. This one's got one level, but you can get up to the roof. And then there is another one on the other side of this that we'll get to. But yeah, we'll get back down here. We'll go for a walk. We got another walkway here, or I mean a staircase with the walkway leading to it. And then, yeah, so the next tower is right over here. I'm not even going to go up there. There's just a couple ladders to get up top. And there is our other one way over down here in the corner, and there's supposed to be a fence right here. I messed up. That one's on me. And yeah, so there is another staircase over here. We haven't done any pathing to these two or way down here just because there are going to be more buildings throughout here. So this is just kind of where we got into for now. Let's go over in here just to get back up on the walkway, I think. And yeah, I mean, I guess there's really not too much to show off right about now since, I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm surprised that I even got this done for a video this week. I legitimately was planning on taking, oh, hello. I was planning on taking 2 weeks for this, and I somehow managed to get all this done in 1 week, so here we are. But yeah, so this building right here, this is kind of just going to be like a provision stand. So, you know, maybe if you need some food or whatever, it'll be housed in there, and, you know, we got to do everything that we did in the other castle. Well, not everything, but, you know, different stalls like that. So that'll be provisions. There might be like a weapons bunker underground somewhere. Oh, and let me just show you that we may have a thing going on here. We have a lot of eggs just from running around. So this fortress may end up being known for chicken and, you know, a chicken farm. I want to try and make like an automatic chicken farm, actually. I do want to try making a big chicken farm here. So maybe we'll get into that at some point too. I don't know how that would work because, I mean, cycling the eggs back up to be thrown into the thing where all the chickens are to spawn new chickens is simple, but we'd have to find a way to kill the chickens, but not all of the chickens. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. But yeah, anyways, our big interesting building right here. So the interior, we have our bed, of course, at the moment. And this is kind of just like a little entrance room, I guess we could call it. And then up the stairs, we go up here, and I figure maybe we'll do something up here. I don't really know what, and it will be difficult since it's all bottom half slabs, but we'll do something. And then, yeah, up here, maybe we'll do some sort of chandelier hanging down. But this is really just like the light tower, you know, to let you know you're getting close, getting home. And it does look kind of cool at night, too, with the lights on top and then the fire burning, you know. Actually, I haven't really seen any of this at night now that I think about it. But yeah, this is our new rival fortress. So as the sun sets, I guess we'll get you guys out of here. But I do have to say thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, this one was a fun build. This was a lot of fun. I'm happy with how it came out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it too, but don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and share and I don't know, whatever, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I love you. Bye.